They are everywhere, in temples, in paintings, in our imagination. Blue-skinned beings, serene, divine, radiant. Vishnu, Krishna, Rama, Shiva in his Neelkantha form. Why were the most powerful gods of ancient India depicted with blue skin? For centuries, we've been told it's symbolic. Blue stands for infinity, calmness, or divinity. But what if it wasn't a metaphor? What if these descriptions came from something the ancients actually saw? Across ancient civilizations, from Egypt to Mesopotamia to Mesoamerica, we find references to blue beings descending from the sky, teaching humans language, agriculture, and cosmic law. In India, the same stories echo in the Vedas, the Puranas, and the Ramayana, but in far more detail. Let's go back thousands of years. The Rig Veda speaks of beings called devas, literally, the shining ones. They weren't spirits or ghosts. They were described as radiant, luminous beings, with skin that glowed with the hue of deep blue skies. They descended from higher realms, not metaphorically, but through the air, in vehicles called vimanas. Lord Vishnu, the preserver of the universe, is always depicted as deep blue, but the texts say his true form was dazzling, almost unbearable to look at. Was the blue color simply the human eye's reaction to a form radiating powerful electromagnetic energy? Modern scientists have speculated that certain wavelengths of intense light can make an object appear bluish, just as the sky itself looks blue, though it is colorless. And then there's Krishna. In the Mahabharata, people described him as having a shining sapphire hue, his aura so intense that even in the darkest battlefield of Kurukshetra, it glowed faintly. Was it divine light? Or something else? Ancient astronaut theorists have long argued that blue beings could have been extraterrestrial visitors, an advanced species whose physiology or suits emitted blue radiation. But the story goes deeper. When Vishnu incarnated as Rama, his blue hue remained. When Shiva drank the poison from the cosmic ocean, his throat turned blue. Again and again, the blue returns, not once, not twice, but across all divine manifestations. Could it be that these blue figures were part of a lost genetic lineage? A race that was once visible on Earth but vanished, leaving only myths behind? Ancient texts even describe their powers in strangely physical terms. They could move through air at will, emit light, change their form, and communicate without speech. If you remove the religious lens, these sound like energy beings, entities far beyond human evolution. And interestingly, the same pattern appears in Sumerian legends of the Anunnaki, Egyptian depictions of blue gods like Amun and Osiris, and even Mayan carvings of sky blue deities holding advanced objects. What if, thousands of years ago, Earth was visited or even inhabited by such beings? Not human, but not entirely alien either. Maybe they were an advanced branch of our own evolution, capable of manipulating energy at will, mistaken by early humans as gods. Modern DNA studies have uncovered unexplained anomalies, regions of genetic code scientists still call junk DNA. But ancient Indian sages claimed humans once shared divine origins, the Amrit genes of immortality, later lost through degeneration. Could those who retained it, the blue-skinned ones, have survived longer, living among humans as divine rulers before disappearing? Even today, deep within Himalayan regions and remote tribal folklore, there are whispers of tall, radiant blue beings who appear at night and vanish by dawn. Local villagers say they come when the skies turn violet, when the world is between night and day. Guardians of the old age, they call them. Were these stories imagination, or distant memories of encounters with beings who once shaped our destiny? One thing is clear, the consistency is too strong to ignore. Across thousands of years, cultures, and continents, blue-skinned gods appear again and again, powerful, peaceful, luminous. Too consistent for coincidence. Perhaps they were not gods, but a forgotten civilization, beings who came from beyond the stars, or deep within the earth, or from a lost epoch of human evolution. And maybe they are not entirely gone, because if the ancient texts are to be believed, the blue ones never die. They merely return when the world needs balance again.